So hello Scorpio and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy and I will be doing your reading today. Now, my reading style is a little different. I'm going to talk about your inner duality, right? Your head space and your heart space, mind versus the heart, right? Your divine masculine and divine feminine aspect. Because when you can balance those two things and you can find a happy medium between the head and the heart, you manifest happiness in your life. So that's the focus, that's the goal, right? Everybody wants to be happy. So the way I do the readings, they're designed to help you get there, right? To help you manifest happiness. So we're going to talk about what's going on in your head space, what's going on in your heart space, and see how we can balance them out. Now, anything you need to know about me, where to find me, all of that stuff is in the description. Okay? Divine Rebel Readings is my page on Facebook. I have all kinds of services in there with all kinds of prices, with all different things, so that I can try and help as many people as possible. So make sure you're so inclined, go check it out. Okay? Oh, before I forget. This is your official Clear as Day warning. I use adult language and I talk about adult things. So if that is not your thing, it doesn't vibe with you, then you can click off now, okay? Because this is all about Scorpio. Scorpio time. So, Scorpio. What's going on in the headspace? The divine masculine aspect of yourself. Divine masculine aspect is the inspiration. That's the creation, the manifestation, the physical world, the egoic mind, the free will, right? The logic. This is the divine masculine aspects. So what is going on in Scorpio's divine headspace right now? What's going on in their divine masculine? Two more cards. Oh, sure. Okay. That's cool. So we have, Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. Hell yeah, Scorpio. So those of you with Scorpio energy, where you're at in your headspace, you're really optimistic right now, and it's clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. And I feel immediately like where you are in your headspace, you're letting someone from your past that maybe got cut off somewhere along the way that was kind of still on your mind, you're letting them go. It's literally beneath your sun card right now. So like all of this stuff is like, oh, see you later because I'm going to shine bright over here and this stuff don't matter no more. So something that was already cut, because this isn't a choice that's about to be made. This was something that was already cut. It is the Lovers card in reverse, so it was someone who was not meant for you, right? This is someone who was not meant for you. And now you're just in this mindset of, you know what? Time to be fucking happy. That's where your head's at. Time to be happy, okay? So we're going to clarify that. This is my Wild Unknown Tarot, by the way, by Kim Kranz. And I'm just going to clarify it real quick with our Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck by John Holland. Yeah, you're understanding now. This is the Seven of Swords. And this is finding your truth. If something was, because in traditional tarot, the Seven of Swords is the thief card. So someone stole either a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, a lot of your emotion, maybe a lot of your monetary, stability. Maybe they took a lot of things from you. They were draining. The Seven of Swords is draining. Maybe they were draining, but you see how she's opening it up. She's moving it right up to the light, like the sun is shining through. Like they're not stealing that energy from you anymore. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye. That's it. That's it. It's like they had this power over you. They had this control over your mind, and it's like it's gone. There's something else that's brightly shining, and it's like the warmth of the sun. It just feels so good, and it's like making sense in your head. Like everything makes sense, right? The headspace is checking off on it. Headspace is on board. Okay. So then what's going on in the emotional space, right? What's going on in the heart space? The feelings, the intuition, the divine feminine aspect of yourself, Scorpio. What is the divine feminine aspect? Let me get one more card. There we go. Okay. Okay. So what's going on in the headspace? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, okay, which means a new beginning, right? You're thinking about it because swords are thought and communication. So you have not communicated it yet, but the thought is there to start something new. You're feeling really good. You're letting these past aspects go. And so you haven't communicated it yet, but you're thinking about starting something new. You are releasing this heartbreak. This is the Three of Swords in reverse. So there was some major, major, major heartbreak there. Maybe had you afraid that you would never love again, right? Because it was like that kind of ugly, you know, but the swords are starting to fall away here, you know, so someone is tugging on your heartstrings, you know, trying to free you from this, right? This trapped heartbreak feeling. Someone's tugging on your heartstrings. Someone that makes you feel kind of balanced, right? I mean, this Two of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles is typically a balanced card. But if you notice, neither of these, you know, pentacles on the card are out of balance. They're not asymmetrical. They're right next to each other, right? They're not imbalanced. They're straight. And most Two of Pentacle cards aren't. And I like this deck because even in the reverse, you're still balanced. It might not be showing in the physical like the Pentacles are, the physical manifestation. It might not be physically manifesting yet because you haven't even communicated it yet, right? You're letting go of this whole heartbreak thing in your emotional space, and you're just kind of quietly keeping this new beginning in your mind, not communicating it yet, but you know it feels good. You know that when you're ready and you flip this upside down, it's going to manifest something very stable and balanced, which is, you know, the suit of earth, which is the pentacle suit. It's very stable, grounded energy. So if there's any coming together or union in the future with somebody else, all of this past baggage stuff is like not on your mind. It's not on your heart anymore. I literally feel like this sunshine is just like it's like you've been waiting for the clouds to clear for a while now. And maybe at some point the clouds were really fucking dark. And you're finally starting to see the sun peek through. I feel like you don't want to get too excited. Like you're excited, but you don't want to get too excited. And you just want to make sure like you're over this past stuff first. Right? It's almost like being responsible about it. Right? It's like being responsible about it. You have this idea, you have this new beginning in mind and this, you know, closing of a thing, but you're handling it. I feel like you're handling it with a sense of responsibility. You know, like if you are going to start something new, you want to start it right. You know, like you do want to start balanced and stable and, you know, be on the same page. Be on the same page with somebody. So I'm just going to clarify it. Okay, so clarify the divine feminine for me. What does all this shit mean in a nutshell? Yeah, you're just finding balance. You're just finding balance. This is the Two of Pentacles again. You know, this is being able to balance your commitments, you know, the commitments that you make to others and yourselves, managing your time, you know, balancing family, balancing friends, balancing love, you know, having time and energy, you know, research, having time and energy for all of these things because they're all important. And they might not get the same amount of time and attention in one day, but they should be balanced by the end of the week, you know, or by the end of the month. You know, you make time for all of these things. And you follow, I'm hearing, because it's a yellow ring, I'm hearing follow your authentic self. Follow your joy. Don't be afraid. You know, this red fear, don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear. All of this can survive and be stable when balanced. When you come from a place of truth and understanding and compassion, and you move forward confidently in your authentic self, your whole self, you will be able to find balance within yourself. You will be able to ground yourself, and you will know what next steps to take. I feel like you're proceeding in a very step-by-step manner because we have, you know, the ace, the 2, and the 3, you know, 1, 2, 3. So emotionally, you are taking things step by step and coming full cycle over here, you know, with the Sun card. Coming full cycle. Okay. So now I want to pull, I'm going to pull from my Chakra Insight Oracle deck, Karen Sangster. So this is your divine masculine and your divine feminine aspects, right? So the headspace is feeling good about moving on, right? And the heart space is feeling good about moving on. It's just making sure it's taking its time. It's not rushing and going crazy and jumping on something and, you know, feeling like, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to feel like you're being reckless. Okay. That's the word. You don't want to feel like you're being reckless. You're taking your actions with a sense of responsibility. Okay, so what is the universe focusing with your healing right now? What's the universe focusing on as far as you are healing right now? What's going on? What's the focus? Divine consciousness. Interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. See, I think you understand this is the journey you're on. And so the universe is getting you there. This is the crown chakra. This is literally being in touch with your divine oneness. This is being a complete balance. I think your aspects, your masculine and feminine aspects, are very much working together right now, because you wouldn't be feeling and seeing and sensing the sunshine and feeling good about moving forward if your heart space wasn't checking off on it. Something makes sense in your mind and something is making sense to your heart. And so the universe is like, go, 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 green light, green light, green light, green light. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Like, go, go, Scorpio, go. You know, and it's like, whew, okay. Okay, so this is what's going on. This is what makes sense and feels good. So let's just keep it balanced, right? Let's just keep it balanced. Let's keep taking the truth and seeing the truth in the situation as it unfolds, step by step, right? We're going step by step. Because this is your path. I'm seeing like this light blasting through, like this is your path. Whatever this is. You know, in these cards, I always say, whenever you catch these cards, they're meant to resonate with you. However, they're meant to resonate with you at exactly the time you see it. These are cards in divine timing. So you manifest watching this video when you're meant to. When you're resonating with this vibration, it's going to show up. So if you're watching this, this is why. Okay? This is you really... I feel like this is like closing chapter, and, you know, new chapter at the same time, you know, like the 19 breaks down to the 10, which is the closing of a cycle completely. And it's also a 1, which is the brand new beginning. It's like that transition. And I feel like that very much is where you're at. I feel like you are on the verge of your light kind of exploding out there, right? Like it's almost like a controlled release. It's like a controlled release. Like it starts off coming out really narrow and then just like, you know, like you just take off, you know, in your path and your oneness and your light, you know, your loving light energy. I'm going to pull the archetype cards. Now, the archetype cards, I'm going to pull these cards as a shadow. I'm going to first ask about a shadow attribute that you should just be wary of, right? An energy that you should avoid letting yourself slip into, right? So you can kind of catch yourself before you go there. So this is giving you a nice heads up on what energy not to embody, okay? To get away from whatever that shadow attribute is. So what energy should Scorpio be avoiding? Okay. So this is a karmic cycle lesson, right? This is why it's such a big deal. If you're going to be stepping into your divine oneness, right, and literally upgrading a level of your vibrational energy and coming into this, you know, expansive space, you're healing a karmic cycle. And this has, I feel like, a lot to do with releasing this past stuff because we have the child eternal card. Anytime I see child on the card, I know this is a karmic cycle. This is a karmic lesson. This is something that's probably followed you for lifetimes that you've been trying to heal within yourself, okay? Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical 3D world security. This is what you're healing right now. Gambler, relying on luck rather than hard work. You do have to put in the effort. It does require hard work. It does require effort at the very least. The work doesn't have to be hard. It can be enjoyable, but it still requires work, okay? It's not all based on luck. It's not all based on luck, okay? You might get lucky often, but you can't just aim, you know, walk forward blindly, right? You kind of have to know where you're going. You have to see, use your eyesight, right? Yeah, inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security, you know? So this is the lesson for you. You need to be independent. You can do this. You can be stable on your own. You have to believe that. You have to get out of this cycle of dependency. You don't need anybody. You create your own path. You got the sun shining for you. You're taking the right steps. You're taking responsibility for your choices and how you feel. And you're on your path now. This is what the universe is helping you with. You're on your path now. This isn't a matter of luck. This comes easy for you when you let it. Okay? This comes easy for you when you let it. You're not a fuck up or a failure or anything like that. Matter of fact, you probably have the best shot at getting on your path than any other sign I've read so far. Scorpio. You're doing things right. It might be habit to go back and let others give you their opinions and kind of talk you out of things. Not this time. Like I'm seeing the sunflowers too in this card. Look at the sunflowers. The way this is mirroring the sun card. The sunflowers. This is what you're healing. Trusting yourself. Trusting your good feeling. Trusting your good feeling. Trusting your inner child. Right? When you think of traditional tarot, you have the child, the inner child, sitting on the horse. You know, in that bright sunshine. When you balance your divine feminine and masculine aspects, you give birth to happiness in your life. That's the inner child. That's the divine child. This is the divine union within when we manifest happiness. You're going to be your happiest when you're your most independent, staying young in body, mind, and spirit, and your ability to see life with fresh eyes. You can do this, Scorpio. You can do this. You are more than equipped. So, what energy should Scorpio be embodying? What can they embrace that will help them faster along this path? Light attributes. Okay. So we got companion and we got athlete. So the light attributes: loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Don't lose those beautiful aspects of yourself. You know, maintain. I feel like it doesn't even have to be said. I feel like you already are. You're not a selfish person. And I feel like you are very loyal, to the point that even without this person here, it's almost like you are still loyal to them even with them gone. It's only now that you're starting to kind of separate and realize that maybe that wasn't for you, right? That maybe something else is. Dedication to transcending limits, including your own handicaps, development of your personal willpower and strength of spirit. You know, whatever quote unquote, and that's why I say quote unquote handicaps you have, these perceived limitations, you need to get into this mindset that you are capable of overcoming anything. There's no fucking handicap. There's no special nothing. Like you're good. There's no special treatment. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing holding you back. Nothing. If there is, it's because you're perceiving it that way, but it's not true. It's not true. It's a perceived limit, not a true limit. There are truly no limits. You're on your path. This is the direction the universe is taking you. This is what it's working on in you right now. This is its focus. You and your divine consciousness and how you connect to the collective, right? Expansion on your journey. I said you are more than capable. You have all of the tools you need. You are further along and more well off than any other sign I've read so far. You just need to maintain that balance between your duality. Being able to take action in the feel-good direction. If your mind says, yes, this makes sense to me, and your heart space says, yes, this feels good to me, then just do it. Don't hesitate. Don't ask questions. Don't doubt yourself. You're being pulled in that direction for a reason. That is your higher self, your inner being, speaking to you from divine oneness, like, yes. Go. Yeah. The only thing I'm hearing, the only thing that can stop you is you. Because nobody else can stop you. They could talk, they could say whatever. But you know your path. You know you're taking the right steps. So there. Eat that world, I know what I'm doing. There you go, Scorpio. And I'm hearing I'm getting this image of like the Rocky scene where he's like running up the steps or whatever, and that music, that theme music. I'm hearing like I'm feeling like get pumped, like get pumped. Like, 'cause as soon as you start moving, like as soon as these steps start really taking shape, it's like one of those, it just takes off. It just takes off. Kind of like this, like a swooping motion, like just take off. Okay. So I'm going to pull you one more card. This is from my The Universe Has Your Back deck. Okay. And this is just what the universe wants you to remember right now, no matter what. No matter what. Above all else, what does the universe, divine, needs you to remember, no matter what? Besides subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. If you haven't done that, do that now. Scorpio. Okay. So what messages does the universe have for you? No matter what, I choose love, no matter what. Always love yourself. Respect yourself. Trust yourself. Hold true to your own integrity. You know. You know you're on your path, Scorpio. You're catching this message for a reason. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. I love that. Miracles are natural. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love. You are divine oneness. I am love, and miracles are natural. When you're in complete balance, when you're in balance, when your divine masculine and feminine aspects are in balance, and you have that divine union within yourself, and you start manifesting, right? Because this is the masculine aspect. When you start manifesting the sunshine in your life, and you start manifesting happiness, love is everywhere. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. When you love yourself and you love your authenticity and you love the way that your life is unfolding before you, because like attracts like, and you're on cloud 9 and staying there and life is just working out. When you focus on your inner light, everything around you is love. Everything. And when you're in that vibration and you're giving off that vibration, that's the ultimate gift to the world, because you're putting love in everything you do. This is a beautiful spread. This is a beautiful spread. This is the path you're on, Scorpio. They fucking men. Yeah. So, with that said, like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this unfolds for you, Scorpio. With these steps and this responsibility, I think you got your head on your shoulders. I think you're coming from the right place. So, I look forward to seeing it. Until next time, guys, love and light. Love each other and yourselves. Bye.